everybody, BGNews here, Essen SPIEL 2013. We're here at the booth of Battlefront Miniatures, here with Gareth. Hello.
Hi.
He's gonna take us through Firefly, the board game.
Hi, yeah, this is our brand new release. This is the European launch for Firefly, the game. I'm just going to take you through, first of all, the board. As you can see, we have a fantastic table. And then I'm going to explain how the game works. And then show you some of the cool models that come with the game. And of course, we'll show you the dinosaur at the end.
Exactly, that's what we've been waiting for.
Indeed. Okay, so as you know from the TV series, it's all about having a ship, having a crew, finding a job, and getting paid. Okay, and that's the real premises between Firefly. You have a Serenity ship, the Firefly class, and there's one of 4 types, and you have your ship card, which then corresponds to your Firefly vessel. Okay, you play the leader of the ship. You're the captain. Okay, so you can play Mal, so you can be Malcolm from Serenity, and there's other captains like Burgess that you can play. They all have their strengths and weaknesses in the game. The idea of the game is that you're working together with a mission. And in the game, we've included 6 of these mission cards. Each of them have a different style of play, and it encourages the players to either work together, and at a point they're going to go alone and try and win the game. Very goal-orientated and based around a lot of movement around the board, and a lot of interaction with the agents and the mission hubs. Okay. So we'll go through the board. For those of you who know Firefly, it's based in Alliance space and border space around the outside. So in the big center of the table is where Alliance space is. Of course, we have the Alliance cutter. This is the shortest route across and around the table. Okay, it's the easiest way to get from anywhere you want to go, but not necessarily the safest if you're doing illegal jobs. I'll more onto the jobs later. Then we have border space, and we have to be careful with border space because, as we know, the dreaded Reavers are out in border space, and they will kill your crew. Never good. Okay. That's a big no-no. Okay. So when we start the game, you start with your leader, and what we've been doing this weekend is we've given you a crew member. So you're on the way to starting. We've given people a starting job, so they've got something to go and do, and they've got a bit of money as well. Okay. So how do the job cards work? We have 2 types of jobs, and they come from the mission agents. So the mission agents are based in 4 major areas. So in Georgia, in Lux, in Red Sun, and of course in Alliance space as well. What you do is you fly to their station, you say, I'd like a job. And they go, hey, I've got 3 jobs you can look at. So you look at the jobs and you can go for illegal. Very good, pays very well. But then the Alliance are going to want you because you're doing naughty stuff, misbehaving as we call it. Or if you're not that brave, you can do the nice legal jobs that don't pay out as well. But they are going to take you to some of the outer regions, which you're going to face the Reavers. So, but you can make your choices. So every time you play, you can play at a different style in a different way. So once you have your jobs, this will then show you what you need to do to be able to complete that mission. So for example, we've taken the Homesteader Transport. So to do this, I need 3 guns. And on your crew cards, you have your stats. So Mal has 2 guns and a bit of social because he's a suave dude. But some guys are just really good at tech. So we have Kaylee, as we all remember from Firefly, pure mechanic, best mechanic in the game. And other guys are really good at social. So if you don't have what's needed for your mission, you need to go and get your crew or equipment. And to do that, you fly to the trade hubs. So you'd go to the Space Bazaar, very good for anything for your ship. So better engines, better cargo, pilots. And then if you want guns and you want like low down dirty fighters, you go to Silverholds. If you want nice toy guys, you go to Persephone. For tech, you go to Regina and also Osiris as well. So from there, again, you select your cards. You decide if you want to buy them. I've got a mechanic. I don't need a mechanic. I don't need any fast horses, but they might come in useful. So I'd take my safe horses. Anything I don't want, put in the discard pile. When I finally got what I need to complete the mission, I then fly to the area. So I have to go to the Space Bazaar. So for example, we're over here. I have two choices of flying. I can mosey along, I can take my time, and I just move one space. Burns no fuel. We automatically give you some fuel. So if you want to move further, you expend some fuel. And each of the ship has a drive. The number in there donates how many squares you can go. So every square you move, we're in alliance space, so we turn over the big blue card. Oh no. So we have an alliance entanglement. Now from here there'll be a choice of options of what you do and how you take that on and move that forwards. And as each one comes along, you complete what's on the card and you move through. And then you keep going. Once you get to your mission station, I will then be able to pick up my passengers, as many as I want, and then I'm going to have to fly all the way back. I've completed the mission, I get paid. Okay, so however many passengers I got, I'd gain $200. Here comes another important choice as a captain. Do you pay your crew?
Okay, so you cannot pay your...
You cannot pay your crew. You can say... They might do. They might do. They get one of these. They get a disgruntled face. They're a bit like Jane in the TV series, always moaning, never enough money, never the big job. The great thing is the other captains can have a look and go and take advantage of it. They can fly on over and basically pay the crew. And the crew will obviously going to go with the captain that pays them. So there's the balance. Unhappy crew, no money. Unhappy crew, lots of money. Okay, that's the basis of the game. As it comes from the mission cards, each of the mission has a goal. Most of the games we put down for 2 hours because that is most of the time on a family evening. However, if you want to extend out the time and play for like 3-4 hours, just extend the mission goals out, make it a longer game, and you can have great fun with it, playing different styles. Lots of equipment cards in there that fans of the series will know and love. There's expansion packs planned. So the first one, called Breaking Atmo, is going to give you more cards to expand decks, so more equipment that we just couldn't fit into the original box. So we're putting more in there, so there's more choices. And then there's a future expansion which is going to give in more styles of play. So I can't tell too much about that, but when we can, we'll obviously give you more information as soon as I'm allowed to. But the most important thing to remember is Wash's dinosaur. This is Wash's dinosaur, and this is your turn counter. So when it's my go, I have the dinosaur, and then when it's your go, you get the dinosaur. Okay, and it's a great game. People, as you can see, the tables have been full all weekend, and I think you'll really enjoy it.
Looks a great game indeed. The tables are really nice.
They're lovely.
They are, especially for previewing. Thank you very much for having me
No
here.
trouble at all.
Has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the fair.
You too.